Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, uh, I just want to speak a little bit about something that called uh, like technique and strategy. Technique and strategy and what's it called? Technique, strategy, and the other one was tactics. You know what I mean? Okay, so basically, the Air Force, the the Hunter, there's the Bomber, the Strikers, the what's it called this, the War Machine, the American Wild, and all those military that I built have, each one of them have strategy. Every ring is strategy. You know what I mean? Every ring. So basically, when you be like, let's say you are this kind of ring, so basically you will have classes where you will be taught how to use those fire that you have. You know what I mean? And I consider every every soldier that you have that having a gun or tank or whatever it is, that's a fire. You know what I mean? So basically, you use a fire to kill, and you use a fire to protect, and you use a fire to secure. You know what I mean? So fire, I call them fire. You know what I mean? That's the people under your command. You know. So basically, guys, like I tell you, this Air Force. Let me tell you. I'll give you example about the Air Force. I'll give you example about Rocky Line. I give you examples about everything. So basically, let's start with inventory. You know what I mean? Like inventory, basically military. The military is, let's say, you are so first rank. That is that you're gonna, like, you are just a fighter. You know what I mean? You don't command nobody. Then second ring you command maybe 2, 3, 5, 6. Then third ring you command 10, 11, 12, 15. So the second who command 3, 4, 5, 6, that one will be taught strategy, how to use the fire. You know what I mean? Like for example, what we're gonna teach you is in the academy, and that will be like, for example, let's say the inventory. Okay, securing. Do you want a securing, or you want a securing, or you want a protecting, or killing, eliminating? You know what I mean? So eliminating is, you have a lot of options. It depends. So if you are in the downtown, you know what I mean, you need, if you are in the downtown, never go close to a building that's established well. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, like, not well, I mean like buildings that is bigger. Like if you see there is second floor, be careful. You know what I mean? If you see second floor, be careful. If you see a lot of houses, be careful. You know what I mean? You gotta not to enter. If you're gonna enter, it's just like you need devices, man. You need technology. You know what I mean? Scan. You know what I mean? You need to scan. So basically, let's say Apple Valley. Let's say Germain Avenue. I come to Germain Avenue. The mission is to go Germain Avenue, swiping till Walmart. You know what I mean? So my troop, my group is Benok. You know what I mean? We are going through Benok to Walmart. So after Walmart, then we're gonna go south. That's the mission. That's the strategy. You know what I mean? So okay, me, I'm controlling, let's say, 7 soldiers. You know what I mean? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna move till I scan the area. You know what I mean? So you will scan the area with. So before you move, you know where you are going and you know where you are. I said from Germain Avenue to Walmart. Okay, so I have something drones that scan the area for me. You know what I mean? I want to see like tank, soldiers, civilians, cars, or, eh, like any weapon. You know what I mean? Everything. I will scan first, and then when I scan, we were not gonna move in the same time, in the same place. You know what I mean? What we're gonna do is, so we are 7. You know what I mean? We take at least 5 Humvees. You know, that's if I'm infantry. I'm talking if I am infantry. You know what I mean? 5 Humvees. You know what I mean? So 5 Humvees. The Humvee number one. What? 2 soldiers in the Humvee number one. What's there? They're gonna go from Bannock to Walmart. Humvee number two. 77 to Walmart. Mac Andrew to Walmart. Humvee number 3 will go from I don't know what's it called, the road. Basically, from Galaxy, let's say Galaxy Humvee number 3. So we will go. We're supposed to have somebody who's scanning, or we will stop, scan, then nothing, move. If you see anything, you gotta let your team know. You know what I mean? So what's gonna happen is, man, let's say we found soldiers, or we found some people at where to say, for example, let's say we found soldiers at the Apple Valley High School. Okay, so as soon as I find the soldiers, so I'm gonna talk message. You know what I mean? I send message. Humvee number 3 from Galaxy. Humvee number 2 from 77. Humvee number 1 from Bannock. Bannock, yes. So I will tell them that you find anything? No, we found something. So the area, I'll give them the area code, the area address, and then they're gonna look. Also, if they find it, then we will come from 4 places. You know what I mean? Humvees will be left in a place that is, so you're gonna walk half mile or quarter mile. You're gonna go walking. You know what I mean? And while you are walking in a half mile and quarter mile, you're gonna be scanning at the same time, looking at everything. Basically, my style, the style that I love surprise. You know what I mean? I love boom, 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 just eliminate it. You know what I mean? Nobody knows who killed you. I don't know. Who did this? I don't know. Who attacked us? I don't know. That's what I like. That's my style, you know what I mean? But you can't do the style that you want. So you have options now. You will leave the Humvee quarter mile, half mile away. You're gonna walk. You're gonna smuggle and go to the target, eliminate it, no sound, no anything. That's my style. That's what I love. I love that. You know what I mean? Number two. Number two is, man, you make sure where they are exactly, and then you just gonna order, or it depends about what you have in hand, like what type of equipment you're using at that time. You know what I mean? So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna locate the position and everything, open the eye soldier, and then strike the area. You can do that. Ask for support to strike the area, and that will happen. For example, when you are inventory, you will see at the same area or closer. Like when you are in Egan, when you are in, like we invaded Minnesota, let's say. So when you are in Egan, when you are in Burnesville, like when you are in Apple Valley, Egan, Burnesville, you will see like 07 The Rock, you know what I mean? So basically all of them, they will go, everybody will go his mission, you know what I mean? That's how it's gonna be, you know what I mean? So you will see Rocky Lion here, you're gonna see the blind here, you're gonna see the what's it called, this, the 07 The Rock, all of them, everybody have target, everybody hunting a target, you know what I mean? Everybody after a target. So you're gonna ask support to strike them. If you want artillery support, if you want what's it called, this missile support or stuff like that. Okay, so there are a lot. What about if you are 10 people and they are 20, 30? You know what I mean? So basically, this is why I love this is why I'm telling you, like, soldiers are supposed to train 24/7. You know what I mean? Because, man, you gotta use the snipe. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta really use the snipe. Like you gotta like you gotta use anything in the military. You know what I mean? So when you use the snipe, you're gonna go 4 corners. So they will think you are in 1 corner, but you are in 4, 6 corners. You know what I mean? Eliminate them. Eliminate. No voice. You know what I mean? No voice. You know what I mean? Just like take it as like, you know what I mean, game. You know, as like just cleaning. You know what I mean? Like shorts. You know what I mean? So anyways, go 6 position, that's like a circle, snipe everything. Everything, snipe them. That's the number 2, option number 2. Option number 3. Option number 3 is, I told you option number 1 is to go quiet and eliminate them. So it depends about it depends about the situation you are in, you know what I mean? So basically, and you have the eye soldier, you know what I mean? You can ask support from anybody, War Machine, you can ask support, but if there are a lot, you cannot engage, you know what I mean? If there are a lot, unless you have, what's it called, this? Like no voice, like the gun is silent. Then if you are 10 and they are 100, you can go in, but be careful. You know what I mean? That's why I'm telling you, train. That's why I'm saying, like, instead of the soldiers just staying in a base and everything is fantastic, everything is good, playing and just, no, they had to train. That's why I'm saying like, train forever, you know what I mean? Because like right now, when like in this position, like when you are in an area where there is 200 soldiers, you know what I mean? You are 10 people, you want to eliminate them. If they are in a jungle, then you already had a lot of training in a jungle, and your observation, your shot, your everything's good. You know what I mean? And if you are like, for example, uh, if you are in downtown, so you know where to avoid downtown. No, man, don't unless you have a bulletproof and javelin, RPG, those kind of weapon proof. You can go in, you know what I mean? So basically, I'll tell you this, guys. If if it's downtown, man, downtown gotta be deleted, you know what I mean? So if it's a downtown, man, what we will use is choppers, you know what I mean, helicopters. So downtown, I will use helicopters, and the psychotic dark sky, you know what I mean, will give you support, you know what I mean? So we use helicopters, you know what I mean, if it's downtown, you know what I mean? So avoid downtown. When you see downtown, you gotta tell the leaders on the top that we are encountering with downtown, you know what I mean? So the psychotic dark sky will involve, you know. So basically, guys, okay, it's like, man, the more you understand, the more training you have, the more you are like, the more you are prepared, it's the easy it will be, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So basically, that's just the example for like how to. I'm just like, it's gonna take a lot of times, you know what I mean, if I explain everything like that. Like I can tell you, like, basically what I'm gonna do is, man, we need 6 months, you know what I mean? We're gonna prepare all these kind of things, you know what I mean? Tactics, models, strategies, technique, all those kind of things. We will develop it and build it in 6 months. So 6 months, Skull will build everything for the military, you know what I mean? The Skull. So Skull will have meeting 6 months, and then we will come up with everything, the military from A up to Z, you know what I mean? But first Skull gotta meet, you know what I mean? So Skull gotta really meet and talk about it. So I think that's all I wanna say, guys, and thank you for watching my video, and see you in the next video, and salute to the eagle. Always salute to the eagle.